If you want your business to show up inside AI Answer, not just on Google results, this video may change the way that you build your website. See, the real winners in 2026 know that their website must earn citations from AI. And in this video, that's what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to share with you some tips to optimize for AI search. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, adopt an answer-first content structure. Adopt an answer-first content structure. I'm going to pause here for just a moment, okay? AI doesn't read articles the way that we humans do. They extract facts from different places, from different sources. It then compiles all of that into an information to provide you the answer. So if your answer is hidden, AI skips your site completely, and a competitor who gets straight to the point, that's the one who wins. So how do you solve this problem? Right after you're heading on the website, give a 2 to 3 sentence answer immediately. For instance, if your header is titled, "What is answer engine optimization?" What is answer engine optimization? The answer should be immediate, right? For example, it should say that AEO, answer engine optimization, is the process of structuring your website so AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Google AI can extract all of this information and pick your website as the trusted source. That's it. A great rule of thumb: if AI had only 2 seconds to scan your page, will it understand the answer immediately? If the answer is no, then just get rid of the marketing bluff with accurate, valuable, and immediate information that will help your readers get the information that they need immediately. By the way, if you're new to the channel, we talk about marketing, faith, and business. And if you're interested in these topics, make sure to like this video and subscribe today. Let's go over tip number 2. Tip number 2 is nourish your website with schema and bots. Let me repeat that again. Nourish your website with schema and bots. What I mean by this: a lot of businesses ignore this step, either because they don't have the technical aptitude or simply because they just ignore it. And I know this might not be your favorite cup of tea, but bear with me for just a quick moment, okay? Think of the internet like the world's biggest library, okay? And there are billions of books, and each book is actually a website. Now, 30% of these books are very well organized. They are perfectly labeled into topics, author, categories, and summaries. And then you have the 70% of books that is completely disorganized, flooding the room randomly. Now, imagine that you're a librarian and you have people come to you and they ask you for certain books. Let's say books about the Second World War. Which books do you grab first? You're probably gonna go to the stack that is very organized. And if you know that your audience is looking for Second World War books, then you're gonna go to the organized stack, and you're going to go to history, then you're gonna go to World War, and then you're gonna choose the books that actually fit what your person is looking for. So the same thing happens with websites. You need to ensure that your website is digitally editable for AI crawlers. The AI crawlers are like the librarians that I just talked to you about. That is exactly what schema markup does to your website. It acts like a nutrition label for AI. The most powerful schemas right now are frequently asked schema, HowTo schemas, meaning if your website answers how to do certain things, or product schemas, meaning that it talks about the special features that people are looking for in a product. Then you can actually categorize it and use the schema to mark things up. These formats will make your content machine readable. Want to learn more about how to implement schema markups on your website? Visit schema.org. Once again, that's schema.org to learn more about it. I'm in no way sponsored by them, but this website will give you all of the information that you need to be able to rank high for AI search, okay? Another thing that you need to do, and this is very important because it happened to me, and I actually want to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. You must ensure that your website is not accidentally blocking AI agents in your robots.txt, okay? I'm going to repeat that again. You must ensure that your website is not accidentally blocking AI agents in your robots.txt. How can you check this? What you're going to do is you're actually going to go to your browser, okay, and type yourwebsite.com/robots.txt. Yourwebsite.com/robots.txt. And if you see disallow under a line that says user agent, you're basically telling everyone, including Google and AI, to stay out of your website. And this is going to be a huge problem.
So you need to allow Google and AI, specifically bots like OpenAI's search crawler, to be able to crawl information from your website and get answers from it. You cannot really keep it out. So how do you fix this? By simply going through your SEO plugin. One of them is Yoast SEO, Rank Math, or whatever your website uses, and change those features in that tool. Tip number 3, build entity authority beyond your website, okay? Build entity authority beyond your website. What I mean is, don't just focus on your website, because AI models right now are not looking information just from websites. They're looking at everything. And when I mean everything, I'm telling you everything. They're looking at Quora, they're looking at LinkedIn, they're looking at Pinterest, they're looking at everything. So what you need to do is you need to have active profiles on LinkedIn, Reddit, Quora, you name it, and then make sure that when you're actually writing on those things, make sure that those things are linked to your website. We are in an age where AI crawlers are looking at everything and how your brand is interacting with other tools beyond your website. With this in mind, engage actively on social media platforms. If you have to use LinkedIn, use LinkedIn. If you need to use Instagram, use Instagram. And then send people to your website. If there are any newsletters, niche forums, and major publications, establish yourself as a trusted source over there. Be the answer giver to the questions that people have. Also, be sure that your brand is consistent across the board by simply ensuring that the core elements of your business, such as the name, address, colors, information, is all the same across all platforms. These are some of the tips and tricks that will help AI tools rank your website, prioritize your website, and this is Faith Meets Business, where we talk about faith, business, and marketing. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to learn more, click here.